right now.
Wow.
Genius or totally out of control, bro.
Listen.
What is, bro?
If
so
he go on. I'll let you land.
I don't know if you've seen him just clicking his, like, just sitting on a chair with, what is going on now? Even the stuff that he's saying, he said that recently, I don't know if you saw his post, but he said, I'm now recognizing, he said I'm trans or something, and that means he pushed someone as LGBT. Bro, then he goes, that is now a hate crime. I know what you call it, bro. No. I need to, actually, let me do him justice, yeah? This is what this guy tweeted. And it let me know that, you know what, Haney, you've lost your, here we go, this is it. They go, Devin touched me without my consent. I'm suing him for putting his hands on me. And I identify as a woman. So he touched me as a grown man and hit a grown woman. I am LGBTQ plus, so now it's a hate crime. Nah, this is effed up. Rainbow emoji, rainbow emoji, rainbow emoji. Brother. Wait a minute.
You're going up against a hooligan, fam.
He's not, and that's just some of the nonsense. That's the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the nonsense that we've been seeing from him in this build-up. Bro, is this guy taking trolling and taking, you know, the boxing lead up to the next level, or has he lost his mind?
Bro, this could be one of those situations, yeah, where he's playing everybody, bro. Like, he's literally, you know when you go up against psychos, bro, yeah?
Yeah.
Sometimes these men, they have a plan, and it's just tapped. Because right now, the lead up to this thing is, the narrative has been, is Garcia going to be okay? Does this fight even go ahead? How do you train for an opponent that's potentially going to be struck off the fight on a mental health reason?
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to take an extra gear. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're going up against someone who's going, I can't wait to see my man, I'm going to knock him out on sight. You can train for that guy a lot easier. Whereas the guy that's just going, yo, the conspiracies of the world secrets.
Yes.
Bro. Going up against that brother there, you're sitting there spending a lot of time just going,
bro,
yeah,
Devin said, I don't think he's taking this fight seriously. When someone says that, yeah, as the fighter, you have to worry, because he's not, as you're right, Travis, you're making the point that I'm training for him, but I'm thinking there could be a last-minute opponent. There could be a...
Don't know what's going on. Bro, when I see it...
That's the one for me.
That there, yeah, that lets you know, oh, okay, things are going on. Something's going on, because he's different. From the last time everyone saw this guy out, he's not the same person. So I'm looking at that. I think to myself, and if you see the media workout, bro. Sure. Donny was hitting pads like he was learning the strategy in the ring right there and then. Yeah. I'm like, this could all be one elaborate level of nonsense where he gets in the ring first round and he's razor sharp, bro.
Razor. Bro, he's out partying. You're hearing him singing lyrics. You're hearing him singing Keisha Cole, bro. This is someone that's got a fight in a few days, bro. Is out enjoying. So now you're like, bro, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do. This content, yeah, I'm saying I haven't seen the likes of this in a long time. He also tried to call out the thingy, the sex rings and all these different, he's calling out
everything, bro.
So now you're like, well, what's going on? You're looking at the situation, then you gotta say the Diddy stuff.
Yeah, he's shooting at everything.
He hasn't taken it easy on Haney in that situation. He's mentioned Diddy, he's mentioned the parties, mentioned being in the pool, you guys, like that t-shirt as well. So there's times when you feel like, bro, you're like, you know what you're doing mentally. Yeah. I can see that the lights are on, but then there's sometimes when they're like, well, are they?
I don't know who's home. That's the thing. The lights are on, but I don't know who's in there, bro. Because right now, we're looking at Garcia and I'm thinking to myself, yo, you could well be having us all on, yeah? But what a gamble that is, my friend.
Yeah.
You put a lot of energy into foolishness in the lead up to this fight that you're not tipped to win. You're not the favorite, bro.
That's why it's smart, though, because he's almost taking our attention away from how good he is, this, that, and the other, and what it will meet a matchup of these two in their styles. And we're not talking about that. The whole build-up has been,
is he good to go?
Is he good to go? Yeah, I mean, like, so you change the narrative of this fight totally, and I believe, yeah, that he's getting to the Haney family. He's getting. I'm not just gonna say the Haney family. I'm just gonna focus on Devin at the moment.
Yeah,
what he's doing to Devin, yeah. I don't think Devin's been a professional the whole time, Trav. Remember when I was doing Monday Night Smoke, and I said to you, "Oh man, all the trash talk he's done, yeah, and all the stuff that he's done to him, and how he's been acting, t-shirts, this, that, and the other. Will Devin fight out of himself? Yeah." And usually the answer should be no. Well, Devin's been a total professional till this time, but then I see him in the face-to-face on the roof, get his hand and smudge him in the face. Totally.
It's the second time he shoved him in this lead-up, by the way.
This is it.
The other time in the I think it was like an airport or something, yeah.
This one was more, though. This one was like, it's boiling over. The emotion for Devin is boiling over because so much has been said, and I don't think that he's in total control. Because we'll get to what's been else has been said. Yeah. I feel that this thing he's gotten underneath his skin. It's like how, you know, when we was dealing with the AJ situation and talking about being a bodybuilder, then AJ lets the Freudian slip when he just says, "Oh yeah, people call me bodybuilders, this, that, and the other." It's like, no, bro, not people. One man.
That's a fury.
One man has said that. So you just told us that it kind of what now he's embracing it and it's fine. He's like, that's not even news to him. But I'm saying that's got through. So maybe, just maybe, how Garcia's been acting has got through has penetrated in terms of the rough exterior of Devin.
Yeah, it's got to be distracting. It's got to be distracting because, like you say, we aren't talking about the style of Devin Haney going up against the style of Garcia. We're talking about so many other things. So it's only natural that even in his camp, they're thinking about other things. You understand? So I reckon the real journey for Haney in that camp is not just to getting the right strategy to outbox this guy, because he should be able to do that. The real issue that he's going to have is stay focused on the fact that we have a world championship fight on Saturday.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just natural for him to be distracted because of the nonsense that's going on over there. But if we do get to the boxing now, I reckon Haney boxes his ears off. I don't know that he knocks him out, but if he does do it, it's going to be after 10, after 9-10.
And that's why this is a great strategy, because you take a boxer out of his rhythm, take a boxer out of his calmness, take a boxer and drag him into something else, drag him into a dogfight, drag him into things that where he doesn't want to be, where he's trying to prove himself or trying to knock him out. One thing we need from Haney, if Garcia wants to walk away the victory, is he needs to put him into some level of dogfight where Haney starts making stupid mistakes, silly things that he will never do usually. Like when he's actually looking for the knockout or looking to, Haney's one of those guys that he'll box smart. Everything he does is calculated risk. He knows what he's doing. He ain't going to put himself in positions where he can get hurt or he can get damaged. He wants to come out of the fight looking how he looked when he went in. You're not going to see him getting like cuts and this, that, and the other. Now, a good way to change my opponent's almost style is for the personal, is to get him out of himself and fight in a whole different fight. Where now, because I can imagine Garcia will be talking to him the whole fight. Talking to him the whole fight. Doing saying stupidness.
At the end of the round, the mad exchanges.
Absolutely.
And he should be. And he should be, because that's, like you say, you got to get the boxer off the game plan. Because
get the boxer out of,
I reckon a good way for it to happen is, because if Haney gets some success, it could be his undoing. Like as in early success where you might wobble him a little bit. Because now I can start to hunt for the trees and start to look for the KO. That might work. Because remember, Garcia is a counterpuncher at the end of the day. That left hook, that snap left hook, that's his bag. The issue with him is that he don't have much else. He's just a decent fighter, in my opinion.
Decent fighter with power.
Yeah, he does. And I think he's probably got more power than Haney, to be fair. But yeah, man, it's going to be an interesting one. I expect Haney to get it done by a late KO points victory. I don't expect Garcia to have many moments either. The only moment he does have is the first minute and a half of the first round, where he's like razor sharp, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh snap, he bluffed him. But then we're gonna fade slowly
No,
every round.
now,